In Vic Mignogna court case pseudo news, WeWillBeInTouch.com is now live. The In Touch podcast, Truth and Consequences, New Mexico. Nobody saw that movie or has been there ever. It's not a real place. In Touch podcast, testimony is evidence at gmail.com. Our podcast, we're setting the record straight. Listen to our adventures in talking publicly about being sexually harassed, getting harassed online for talking publicly about being sexually harassed, getting sued for talking publicly about being sexually harassed. It seems like that, like, they really feel like that being a victim thing is going to be their bread and butter going forward. Having that case against us get thrown out because we're allowed to talk publicly about being sexually harassed. And the further harassment we receive for having a case against us for defamation because we talked publicly about being sexually harassed get thrown out because we're allowed to talk about being sexually harassed.
Wow, the more you say it, the more true it becomes.
Right. To quote Nazi propaganda minister Joseph Goebbels, if you tell a lie big enough and you keep repeating it, the people will eventually come to believe it. The TLDR, we won, they lost. Who's they?
They're properly gendering Vic.
Vic is a they, them. I forgot. They lost. They can't get over it. Now
is the case actually over?
No, it is not. It is still in the appeals court. They just think, well, appeals must have forgotten about it and we're scot-free, right?
Well, yeah, my theory is that they're just going to go on this podcast, spew all of their victory confessions, and then...
Oh, that would be the funniest thing ever.
Have more defamation.
First episode happens. They just nut all over the place with their victory lap. And then the very next day, appeals court comes in.
It's like, well,
by the way,
that
during your
settles
podcast,
it. We're going to appeal it.
And a quick delete. Oh, no, somebody got some.
Oh, wouldn't you know it?
Somebody
downloaded our podcast
and sent it to Nick Kane.
but no, I mean, they're going to, like, it would be funny if they further defamed themselves and like made a secondary
This is
lawsuit.
the absolute. I really hope. I can't wait till this gets brought up in court because the quote that they've included here. Plaintiff bears the burden of proof from Catherine Tewsome. And who is Vic? And why does he have a moron representing him on a bunches defamation claim? Says Greg Duchette. This quote right here, God, that's helping your public figure claims.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Vic is libel proof because he's a public figure because everybody knows who he is. Except none of your legal team can pronounce his name. And every person you quote seems to not know who he is. All right, so they've got
a for sure that this is like legit from them.
I believe it. I believe so.
Well, yeah, Jamie Markey was posting on her own Twitter about it and stuff. Now the question is if this is a massive troll or not. So that's still up for debate.
And interestingly enough, we talked about. You guys talked about while Eiler stepped out to do something about the change for Monica Rial narrating the Saga of Time, the Evil book. Book 3 is already out with that other person narrating. Are already up for pre-order. So, like, she completely got yeeted off that project, apparently.
That, or she said, actually, I'm too successful for this job. You're going to have to,
like, there's too many words I can't read for 13 hours straight.
Who's the dude? There's some guy in the background. I feel bad for him. Just like, he's just there.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, but do you guys kind of feel like Monica Rial feels like fuck me? So goddamn many tabs.
Wow, I hope she doesn't.
I feel like fuck me. I actually wouldn't watch.
Damn,
look at Monica Rial. Look at Monica Rial. To? Yes. And now I'm gonna drag in.
Yeah. What about Monica?
You should me.
She's did she play the dad in the food comments?
Here, give us a back and forth. I mean, I see the resemblance.
You
see the family resemblance.
Anyway, so on their little pod, I also love this that it's too mean, but I'll say it anyway. There's a circle here, right? They're in a circle.
Yeah.
Wrong. It's a pill shape. because they were too fat to fit in the circle. So they had to
I see it.
You see it?
It's got the flattened top and bottom. Ouch.
So anyway, so if you go here, they got the media coverage. All that media that covered it, all the reliable sources. One of anime's biggest voice actors accused of sexual harassment. The Vic Mignogna lawsuit failed, but fan rage made it worse. Anime gets its Me Too moment. All the shit where their photo ops came from, and they talked to the what was the Tarrant County
The Onion?
Sharon something or other, I forget. Anyway, also they got the court documents here.
Yeah,
wow, there is
very flattering picture.
Look at
Very
we have
flattering.
smiles.
they've got some sort of post-processing happening on them. This is like upscaled.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's actually quite more frightening, I gotta be honest with you.
Yeah, and the fact that they're eating, well, that's
themselves out.
Anyway, so the official court documents.
Leave your wet dreams out of this, Footnum.
So you can get all the court documents from Google Drive, the takedown letters, the original petition, or the depositions. And in the depositions, you can get full Toye Depot plus tweets. So you can read all the I do not recall. Who has access? Catherine Twosome is the owner.
You're on notice, Catherine.
Anyway, so I very much look forward to how this plays out because
When does the first thing go up?
God knows. Surprised they could even code this website.